we are going to review a car, the Proton X50. It's powered by a 1.5 3-cylinder direct trim is 18 inches, while the standard capacity is 45 liters. Now with our brother, and we were in the X70 again, and
X50.
sorry, X50 confused already. And the 3-cylinder engine, powerful 3-cylinder engine. And how about your 3-cylinder engine? Are you love with it or are you hate with it?
Of course I love it. I mean, I'm working for Proton. I cannot condemn any product, but if I don't work for them also, I would say that this car is much more technologically advanced compared to the X70 lah. Yeah, like for now we're in eco mode. I mean, Nuga, you're in the passenger side.
Yeah.
I'm driving normally.
Yeah.
We're in eco mode right now. With a slight bump on the road.
Okay.
So, okay, right now we're in eco mode.
Okay.
Straight away, push this and put it into sport mode. You can feel.
Oh, powerful.
So that's the pros and cons of having less cylinder lah. I mean, if you're talking from a perspective of refinement. How about you, Naga? As a passenger, do you feel any vibration of the car?
I think in the cabin, I will talk with Mr. Kevin and also my friend, interview with you also. I think no any vibration. It's like a 4-cylinder engine.
Yes.
It's like a 4-cylinder engine.
I mean, if you're talking from mechanical point of view, the less cylinder you got, the more torque you got from the engine, right? I mean, yeah, a 4-cylinder engine. I mean, take a motorcycle for example. There's an MT-09.
Yeah.
The Yamaha MT-09. It uses the same 3-cylinder engine, and then you can take another 4-cylinder engine.
Like an example, like a Harley Davidson.
Yes, for Harley Davidson is a 2-cylinder engine. So the car, the motorcycle is much more powerful. I mean, from the bottom end lah. I mean, torque. You got more torque because there's less cylinder. You got more torque, but you have less horsepower. But when talking about 3-cylinder, it's the most balanced engine lah. You got torque, you got horsepower. I mean, you got 177 horsepower from a 3-cylinder car.
More than enough.
That's more than enough. I mean, the normal car that you see, like take example, for example, the new city, it have around 105 horsepower, somewhere there.
253 Newton meter torque.
Yeah, but as a daily driven car, do you really need all that power? I mean, you can, in this car, for example, 0 to we call it parking ticket lah. Parking ticket more than we call it ticket lah. Getting fine lah. Above 110 km per hour is fine, right? You gotta get fine, right? Yeah. So 0 to fine, it's less than 9 seconds. So what more could you ask for? I mean, old cars to accelerate to 100 km per hour, it will take around 10 seconds. Right now, this car can accelerate to 100 km per hour in less than 8 seconds, around 7.9 seconds, somewhere there. So what more can you ask for lah? I mean, yeah, right now my passenger is getting scared. That's 110 km per hour straight away, as quick as that.
Actually, the funny thing is,
Yes.
what I told lah, like Geely, I judged already before. China company, what lah you want to do like that? If competition is broken, wow, the Geely is a Volvo. They owning a Volvo. They can produce a much more better car. You see the old Volvo they using after the Geely takeover, the Volvo design, it is another company. They design the another level.
Yes.
And very pretty than the normal Volvo.
I mean, do not have that skeptical about it's a China car.
Yeah.
It's not good. I mean, they bought 10% of Mercedes share back in 2014 or something like that. Yeah, they bought 10%, cost them $9 billion to buy the 10% stock lah.
I think lah, another 10 years, the Geely will own the Mercedes-Benz.
Yes, if you want to say that Chinese car is not good, that's totally your mindset. If you want to think that way, then it's totally up to you. It is fine with all of us. I cannot make everyone out there to think that China brand is good, US brand is good, German brand is good. That's all based on you. But if you're talking from a perspective of a user, use the car for yourself. Use the car, test the car for yourself. If you feel you like it, then go ahead, make a purchase. That's all you can say. Yeah.
So normal people, they will just X70 will be bigger, X50 is bigger. Hello guys, this is the B segment vehicle, and also the X70 is C segment. More different. If you want the new technology, sportier look, yes, go with your money. Put in the money in the XC50. If you want to luxurious, I want to luxurious. I want to more bigger space. Yes, go with the X70.
Yes, correct. That's all I can say lah. If you want the biggest car that Proton have currently, go with the X70. If you want something smaller, but also in the same SUV segment, go with the X50. Yeah, that's all we can say lah.
Yeah lah. Previous they said HRV is a sportier, but now this is the killer of HRV and all over the B segment vehicle. Bro, but I saw many journalists, YouTube journalists, they said X50 by a higher price than they say B segment vehicle, the higher price like that. What is your opinion?
I mean, you got the latest technology. The X70 is using the ADAS 1.0, the first generation of ADAS. This car uses using the ADAS 2.0, the same technology as Tesla using in the current car.
Whoa.
Everyone is amazed with Tesla ability to drive by themselves. The car can drive by themselves. It is still the same ADAS 2.0 system that we currently use in the X50. So take what you want from that lah. Of course, technology gonna come at a price lah. You cannot buy you cannot buy something that is technologically advanced and cheap at the same time. I mean, take from that what you want. Okay.
So, in the conclusion, I will be say, if you have money, buy BMW or anything else. If you want to budget, buy X50.
Yes.
I will be recommend to you, Mr. Hadi, and he is the sales manager in Proton Wilcop Setialam.
Actually the marketing guy over there at Proton Setialam. But yeah, if you want to come over, have a test drive, you can contact me. I'm sure Noga will put my number in the description down below. Don't forget to watch his channel. Watch until the end, guys. Don't skip the ads and subscribe to his channel, right, Noga?
Yeah. And don't forget, buy the Proton with him. He will be giving a lot of discount for customers directly. Some of the guys they assume some people say don't buy with him, trust guy. He will give all of the discounts to you, affordable. If you didn't have budget, he will be advise you what car you can buy in the Proton.
Alright, thank you everyone. Be sure if you want to buy a new Proton, you can click to Proton 3S Setia Alam. You just type in Proton 3S Setia Alam, doesn't matter Google Maps or Waze, you just key in Proton 3S.
Directly link in description. If you click the link, you definitely go to the Waze or Google Maps location. Thank you guys.
Hello everyone, I am with Mr. Hadi here, so I'm gonna ask a few questions about him. Alright sir, in this present days, some say that X50 is the best and some say X70 is the best. Based on your opinion, what are the differences between these both?
Hi everyone, back with me again, Hadi. So the question says to differentiate about the X70 and X50. Okay, if you ask me personally, that each car is made for different segments. So even though it's the same SUV, but the X70 is focused on the elderly people, or it's not actually focused on the elderly people. It's basically focused on people who want more space in the car. The X70 is a C segment SUV. The X50 is a B segment SUV. Therefore, the size is different. So the X50 can be focused on youngsters who wants the first SUV, and the X70 can be someone who's looking for a bigger car, a more spacious interior, someone who's looking for daily car that they can carry a lot of stuff in, I would recommend for the X70. If someone is looking for a sporty end car, this putting the S back in the SUV. S stands for sports, right? So I would recommend them to go for the X50 lah. So it depends on you. What is your usage of the car?
Alright, so for example, if a person has a budget of 140,000 ringgit and he wants to buy one of the latest cars here, which one would you recommend, sir?
Alright. Okay, if you're coming in here with a budget of 140,000 ringgit, I would ask you personally, would you care for latest technology in a car, or do you just want the biggest car you can get for that money? If you want the biggest car you can get for that money, I would recommend go for the X70. But if you're looking for technological advancement, you want the latest and greatest in what car technology can give, I would recommend them to go for the X50. I mean, a 100,000 ringgit car that can autonomous park, that can autonomously drive the car. You barely need to put any input in the car. You just need to put it in auto mode. The car will go straight away. So for that, I say the X50. If you want the biggest car you can get for that money, I say go for the X70.
Alright, sir. Many people have an opinion that these cars are only for youngsters and these cars are only for adults. So does those modern cars actually categorize those both youngsters and adults?
Okay, thank you. I mean, to tell you the truth, it's an SUV. SUV stands for Sport Utility Vehicle. I mean, if you a person looking for a sporty car, I would recommend, go ahead, because both of this car is an SUV. It's not MPV. It's not an uncle's car basically. It's called Sports Utility Vehicle. So sporty vehicle, they normally correlate them with youngsters, right? But in this day and age, I mean, the car ride and handling and comfortability is all there. So I wouldn't generalize this car is for youngsters, this car is for the elderly. I mean, suits your need. If you're looking for that type of car, then go for it.
And so one more thing,
Right.
even though there are so many latest cars that have the latest technology, but still they say their budget is the problem. So what advice would you give to them, sir?
My advice should be buy a car at your own. I mean, you buying the car with your own money, right? If you buy something that you don't like, there's no point. If you buy something but you cannot pay the installment, there's no point also. So buy something that you can afford. Buy something that you really want. Don't follow what other people say. Don't follow what this guy say, this reviewer say. Follow your own heart. If you say you want that car, take that car.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. That's all the questions.
Alright.
Okay, guys. If you want to buy a utility package or a Urban package, I recommend you go to the Wilscorp 3 at Satya Alam because they are giving so many discounts on this Proton X50 here. Anyways, thank you so much for viewing this video. Please do like and subscribe this channel, and don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much.